Yeah. It's the mafia. Yeah. It's a Bill City. Yeah. A Buffalo Bill City. It's a Bill City. Yeah. It's a Bill City. It's a yeah. A Buffalo Bill City. Yeah. We got Josh Allen, got Step Diggs, Russo, Deion Dawkins, cause you know it's about to snow. It is. Mafia, you know we on a roll. No competition and it's not even close. Yeah. Ike McKenzie on a jet sweep, maybe it's a fake. Honestly, it's a TD either way when you got Josh Allen making plays. Win a ball before we in a new stadium. Who gon' stop us? We the greatest. Forget the Dolphins, forget the Jets, forget the Pats. Come and replay us, cause we ready. Got on my cousin Vintage, yeah, we ready. All the tables is bending, yeah, we ready. We will put up a fight. We ready, Dawson, that's with a spike. Are you ready? Season tickets, I'm hype up the team. Ready, Buffalo. This is our team forever. It is. Forever. We got Josh Allen, got Step Diggs, Russo, Deion Dawkins, cause you know it's about to snow. It is. Mafia, you know we on a roll. No competition and it's not even close. It's a Bill City. Yeah. A Buffalo Bill City. Yeah, it's a Bill City. A Buffalo Bill City. Yeah, we got Josh Allen, got Step Diggs, Russo, Deion Dawkins, cause you know it's about to snow. Mafia, you know we on a roll. No competition and it's not even close. It's a Bill City. Yeah, a Buffalo Bill City. Beware. Yeah, it's a Bill City. Yeah, a Buffalo Bill City. Terrence Johnson with a pick six. It's just too easy. Don't pass it the trade way. Please believe me, we got high ride behind them and Poyer free. On these songs, I'm snapping like I am Reed Ferguson. Greg Rousseau can show you what he's about. Trey Edmonds and Matt Milano can't get around her. My team is grounded. We ready. Got on my cousin Vintage. Yeah, we ready. All the tables is bending. Yeah, we ready. We will put up a fight. We ready. Dawson, that's with a spike. Are you ready? Season tickets, I'm hype up the team. Ready, Buffalo. This is our team forever. Forever. We got Josh Allen, got Step Diggs, Russo, Deion Dawkins, cause you know it's about to snow. It is. Mafia, you know we on a roll. No competition and it's not even close. It's a Bill City.
Defense, real quick. Bills defense, Rams defense. Who we taking at a whole in a session? Rams. I'm taking Bills defense tonight. I think y'all's cornerbacks are about to get crucified tonight. Those cornerbacks are about to be. Y'all are going to be standing up there yelling at the TV tonight when you see Cooper Kupp, and Allen Robinson. They're going to pick on those kids. I almost feel bad for them kids. Yeah, you got good safeties, but in bump and run coverage, whoa. I'm going to say, when the Bills lose, don't disappear. I need you right up in right here. Don't disappear. Don't go jumping off 20 tables and going to hide and can't find you like Osama bin Laden or Carmen Sandiego. I need you right here. I'm going to say, when the Bills lose, don't disappear. I need you right up in Ram number one. And I want to hear all the excuses. Oh, nobody gave us a chance. We shouldn't have. It was a special night for them. They were raising a banner. The refs cheated us. COVID. We got some of our players got monkeypox. All the excuses. I need you right here. And I want to hear all the excuses. Oh, nobody gave. All I'm saying in that show is this is going to be a hell of a game tonight. Where's Marcus? Oh, they going in. Where's Marcus? Somebody said Rams by 14 tonight.
I do. I think it's going to be pretty messy.
All right,
I got it 31-28.
I
Let's say 14. Yeah, I'll give him 14.
38 Rams. Matthew Stafford shows his ass tonight. And Josh Allen, they're coming for you, but it's different when you go from the hunter to the hunted. Rams. You gotta beat the man. Y'all want respect? Go to LA and go beat the Rams. Circle the wagons, baby. Circle the wagons. With that being said, nobody gives us a chance. Nobody respects us. They don't give Buffalo. They don't give us our respect. So how's that?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all know what time it is. Obviously, this is the Buffalo Bills edition to Rise Up Early. I'm your host, Andre the Torch Robinson, the fire starter, in the building with my guy, Joe Monster McDowell, in the building as well. And I had to start off the show with bits and pieces from what you heard on the Thursday show before the game started. Now, y'all heard it. All y'all heard the clips. Every single one of them. And boy, oh boy, do I smell some humble pie after Thursday night's massacre. After Thursday night's massacre. Was it even a football game taking place? I mean, come on, man. It just looked, I heard it all. People was mad all week long about the Bills are 3-point favorites. Going into LA against the Super Bowl champs. Yo, I'm still just dying laughing at this point. I tell you, those are the experts. The experts. Real experts, I tell you. The Rams will come in there and beat that tail. Now, listen, I played those clips, but respect to Marcus Betts, by the way. Respect. Shout out to Marcus the Alphabets football, Alphabets football talk show. Respect to him. But this is something we doing every week where if you get caught, player, just know that we got receipts. Monster, you had some disdain. You had some disdain with the experts. You felt. How did you feel? Did you feel disrespected? Do you feel Bills Mafia felt disrespected?
No, because everybody's going to look down and they're going to talk down to us and they're going to put us not at a level where we need to be. Like, I expected nothing less from these people. Like, they're not going to give us any respect until we win the shit. Like, and I don't blame them. That's fine. Because every year it's something and it comes close and this, that, and the other thing, that's fine. But once we get that ring, you can't say shit. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't swear. My fault. You can't say anything to them.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Week 1, shout out to everybody. Y'all know this is the Buffalo Bills edition to Rise Up Early right here. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now, for sure. Put your comments in the comment section. You also could call us 716-954-5209 and hit us up. We got a phenomenal show. We're going to break this whole thing down. And, of course, I got to do my due diligence. With giving y'all some highlights and things of that nature as well. So, with that being said, let's start this thing off. I just got to ask a question to you, Monster, right off the jump. Were you surprised that the Bills came out the way they did in the first quarter?
No, they came out the exact way the last season ended. They weren't finished. They're still not finished. This isn't a start of a new season. It's the continuance of last season. They picked up right where they left off because they have something to do. They have something to accomplish. So, no, it didn't surprise me that they came out and just punched them in the mouth and ran it down their throat. My question is to all these people that didn't pick them, what were you watching at the end of last year? Did you not see how the Bills were going last year? Oh, wait, I forgot. You couldn't concentrate on the Bills because you were busy mourning your own team not being anywhere near the playoffs, most of you. So that's why. So while I like the extra attention that's getting paid to our Buffalo Bills, don't forget they're not your team. They're our team. So, no, it didn't surprise me at all.
Wow. With that being said, talking about paying extra attention, here's a first quarter clip.
Catch by Gabe Davis with all those people around him.
Who was paying attention on that one? Where was wait a minute. Wasn't it a certain cornerback that was talking big stuff before the game? I mean, he's been talking big stuff about the Bills for years. I want to call out right now, dumpster juice player of the week, Jalen Ramsey. I want to call him out right off the jump. Bro, where you at? I thought you was the best corner in the league, man. I mean, paying attention. Speaking of paying attention, was he paying attention when Gabe just went by him? Like, I'm sorry. Like, that wasn't Joe's assignment? Like, I mean, we could play it again for you. Like, yo. God. Oh, my God. That's your number one corner, folks. Everybody was so highly sold on. Oh, boy. Talk about the touchdown, Monster.
See, the problem with Ramsey is he likes to run his mouth. But you got to put in the work to back up that mouth. Jalen Ramsey's not putting in the work to back up that mouth. It's just this now. That's where the level of respect comes in. You're going to talk shit, back it up. People respect you for that. Stephon Diggs talks shit. He backs it up. People respect him for that. But if you continually run your mouth and then you get fucking burned, oh, sorry, I swear again. There's two. I owe two in the swear.
We're gonna put a coin jar for you.
Yeah. So if you're gonna do that, then you have to show up. And Ramsey didn't show up. The only person that covered our wide receivers on that game during that game is the cameraman. He did the best job of covering our receivers. Wow.
All right. With that being said, obviously you saw Gabe Davis 26-yard touchdown in the first quarter. Started it all off. Phenomenal play call. It's a phenomenal third down play call, by the way. I'm like, they're gonna do something exotic. It had the feel. I'm gonna be honest with you. That drive had the feel of the drive in Dallas. You remember where this all started when this whole succession to the Bills being really good started? It was the drive where the pass was thrown. I think it was Devin Singletary coming off that same formation. That to me, it was when I was like, yep, something special's happening tonight. You could just tell by the play call. Ken Dorsey did a phenomenal job on that play call, by the way. And for those who are fronting, hating in general, you should stop hating. Like, it doesn't pay you anything to hate. It makes it even worse on you. It makes you look bad. All right, for hating with no reason. Ken Dorsey is going to be a phenomenal play call coach, phenomenal play caller. Just off of what I just seen week 1 against the Rams. How many times did the Bills punt?
0.
So, like Monster was saying, I agree. The season ain't just starting. The season is just continuing where it left off. There was no punts in the playoffs for the Bills either. It's continuing where it left off. We just got Ken Dorsey as an offensive coordinator now, who obviously knows how to call exotic plays, and is very good with run pass balance. So, with that being said, first quarter was quite interesting. The Bills went up 7-0 in the first quarter. Second quarter, obviously, you saw what happened in the second quarter. They put up a field goal, a couple turnovers. Your thoughts on the second quarter?
They made a couple mistakes, but again, those are mistakes caused by a team being aggressive. They weren't stupid mistakes. They were just mistakes. The Josh interception, mistake. Wasn't on anybody. It's a football play. Shit happens. You know what I mean? Well, there's 3. I gotta get a little post-it note or something. I really want to go off. I'm just not gonna.
Yeah, don't. It's okay.
I'm not.
All
but
right.
to the whole point. But anyway, I forgot what the hell I was saying.
You said the second quarter was based off of mistakes.
Yeah, it was just aggressive. They were just being aggressive. Mistakes happen. I mean, fumbles happen. I mean, it just is what it is. It wasn't anything egregious or what have you. And in the grand overall scheme of the game, they didn't even matter. It didn't even matter.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? To be honest with you, I'm kind of See, now my thought process is going. Should I agree with that as far as being aggressive? Well, I mean, we could just look play for play. I mean, first play of the game was Josh Allen being aggressive, going right to Steph Diggs for a 6-yard slant right at Ramsey. Then the next play was Josh Allen scrambling for a first down. Devin Singletary then ran the ball for 7 yards. Then there was a pass to Singletary for 6. Then a run. Listen to this. Then a run to Singletary for 6 yards. Another pass to Diggs for 12. A Zach Ross run. A pass. And a touchdown. Looked like they was mixing up the run pass a lot.
Pretty bad.
And that was just the first drive. So I can agree with you as far as being aggressive because it looked like they were being aggressive. I mean, Devin Singletary then ran the ball. Josh got sacked. Here comes a pass to Diggs, a pass to Crowder, a pass to Isaiah McKenzie, a pass to Dawson Knox, a pass to Diggs again. And then that's when they finally got intercepted because Isaiah McKenzie couldn't keep hold of the ball. So it looked like after a while, the Buffalo Bills was like, oh, yeah, we're going to shove this down their throat. That second drive was like, yeah, we're going to shove this pass right down their throat, and we're going to do what we do. So, yes, I can agree with that totally in that second quarter. You get a couple of fumbles. You got a fumble. You got an interception. And, you know, Super Bowl champs do what Super Bowl champs do. They tie up the game, obviously. They had they had a touchdown and a field goal in that second quarter, in which the touchdown pass was to Cooper Kupp, who obviously was, pretty good. I will say this, for people who was like, you heard it in the bits and pieces earlier, oh, this secondary is going to get chewed up. Well, it didn't really look like they got chewed up. I mean, Allen Robinson had 1 catch for the entire game. Higbee in garbage time had a couple catches. Overall, I mean, Cooper Kupp didn't even have 100 yards until that last catch in garbage time. So, I mean, how do you feel about that as far as that's concerned? How they played the Rams in the first half?
It was from the opening kickoff. And this is what the rest of the league needs to be worried about and put on notice. All right? There's no bigger stage than that. Not Monday Night Football, not Thanksgiving, not nothing. The Thursday night kickoff game, the first game of the season, in the house of the Super Bowl champions, with the banner being raised. There is no scenario. There is no prime time bigger than that. And they weren't phased. They weren't phased by it. They were calm. They never looked rattled during that game at all. They went in there and they completely dismantled the Rams. Josh never looked in trouble. He never looked worried. None of the team did. The defense didn't look worried. They were calm and they took care of business. That's what the rest of the league, I think, needs to notice. And the ones that did notice, well, you now know what's coming for you. There's no bigger stage than what we just saw, and the way they handled it was just precision. They just dismantled the Rams in every facet.
Yeah. I mean, you heard it first. When I asked on Thursday's show before the game, I said, who would have the better running game? People were saying the Rams. Well, that's not the way it looked. Not the way it looked. I mean, Henderson had 47 yards total. All right. 47 yards total rushing. Cam Akers, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know this is a Bills show, but Cam Akers looks like he's done. Cam Akers does not look like he's ready to play football. I don't feel like he's ready to play football. And after coming off an Achilles injury, he still looks hurt. And that's not good for any football career whatsoever. So the Buffalo Bills did what they had to do. Henderson had 47 yards in this game. Powell had 3, and that's a wide receiver. That's a gadget wide receiver play. So I gotta give the Bills big kudos for that. Now, second half, obviously, we know what happened. Second half, let's get to the score.
There's still time before the safety can get down to make the play, to make the touchdown.
You guys talk about it all the time. That's slot receiver position.
What was the coolest part about that touchdown, Torch?
Coolest part about that touchdown is he gender revealed. Nobody even, how many people know that he gender revealed his sister? He gave his sister her gender reveal on that touchdown.
Yep. He ran to the
Phenomenal.
camera. Yep. He ran to the camera, said it's a boy. And then his sister and everybody at the bar went nuts. And so then they asked him, if you didn't score, how are you going to do it? And he said, guess we'll never know.
That's hilarious. But you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm glad Little Dirty got in the mix. And the reason why I'm glad Little Dirty got in the mix is because we all know about the controversial talk about the slot receiver position, Cole Beasley leaving the team, and now Isaiah McKenzie being the number 3. Okay, with that being said, he had 2 catches, 19 yards and a touchdown. And I already was hearing people talk about, oh boy, if this is how the slot position's going to play football this year, we should just go back and get Cole Beasley. Monster. I know you mentioned this on yesterday's show, M&T Live at the Apollo, by the way, on public access television. Please tell the folks what you said one more time if they didn't hear you yesterday.
No, it's stupid. Cole Beasley was brought in to make Josh Allen better. Mission accomplished. Cole Beasley's gone. You don't go backwards. You don't date ex-girlfriends again. We move forward. Okay? He's not going to give us anything that McKenzie or Crowder can't give us. So the Cole Beasley thing was nice. We loved him when he was here. He served his purpose. He did a great job. But we're past that. We don't need Cole Beasley anymore.
All right. With that being said, I second that. I mean, you can't say it no better than that. Let's not. Okay. Let's not say we did. Okay. There's partial reason to why Cole Beasley is still on waivers, haven't been picked up by a team yet. There's reasons. I mean, so second, the third quarter, obviously you saw it, the second touchdown. For those who just tuned in, I'll play it one more time for you. This was the second touchdown of the game in the third quarter.
And there's still time before the safety can get down to make the play, to make the touchdown.
You guys talk about all the time, that slot receiver position.
All right. Isaiah McKenzie getting them on the board, and you already know in the second half, 17-10 ends up being the score right there at that point in time. We talked about it. Once again, Isaiah McKenzie will be fine. They played the Super Bowl champion Rams this week, okay? They're not playing the New York Jets. Wait till the schedule gets even less. Matter of fact, wait till next Monday. Wait till Monday. We'll talk about Monday coming up too, by the way. Wait till Monday, all right? Next Monday, Monday night, Bills game right here, high mark. I guarantee you Isaiah McKenzie will have a high mark on the stat sheet, all right?
You know, I got people DMing me saying that the show's private. It's not showing up.
Yeah, we got to fix that. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea what Facebook is doing. I've been trying to fix that for weeks.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to fix it before it's all said and done with that, because it's annoying that Facebook does that. Regardless, though, I think that's because of too many haters. But, yeah, man, you could call in.
People with sensitive feelings. Oh, so sensitive.
Yeah, so if you're trying to call in right now, my phone is on. If you're trying to call in, I'll give you another number you could call too. Obviously, there's 2 numbers. We use 2 numbers, but I gave you that one that's in the ticketer right there. If you can't reach me on that one, reach me on this one. There you go. Let me pin it too. 716.
2 phones.
That's right. 716-481-8249. You can call us right now if the first one isn't working, which it should be because it's on. All right. With that being said, third quarter, you saw it. Isaiah McKenzie. Touchdown. Skip to the fourth quarter. We got some fourth quarter highlights too as well.
This is the reason every fantasy player out there drafted Josh Allen. They had it completely covered. They did a beautiful job. They got everything. He does the Ben Roethlisberger pump fake not once but twice, and then reaches the ball out from about the 3-yard line to break the play. Nice call by the official.
All right. Now, somebody asked me on the show Thursday. No, I asked the question. I'm sorry. I asked the question. I said, positional battles. I said, Josh Allen versus Aaron Donald. Somebody told me, no, it's Josh Allen versus Bobby Wagner. Well, Monster.
Hey, Bobby Wagner. Hey, Josh. Hey, buddies.
Right. Yeah, right. Pay dirt visit. Pay dirt.
That's how the first meeting went.
Right. Okay. So I think we know who won that battle, right? We also know who won the other battle too between him and Aaron Donald. I mean, Aaron Donald did have a sack in the game, but come on.
How many times did the announcers call his name?
Yeah, I know. Once.
He was a non-factor. He was non-existent. He was not a factor in that game.
Not at all.
And to take basically the defensive player of the year out, you made him irrelevant. So,
all right. So I got the caller on the line. Caller, what's up?
What's up, Torch?
What's up? What's up, my guy?
What's up, boy? How you doing?
All right, we good. What's going on?
You know this is Tank. You know I'm gonna spice this thing up. Sunday morning, fins up. Week 1, baby. But with all due respect, all right, I'm just gonna say this once. The Bills looked great Thursday. Definitely proved me wrong. Definitely opened my eyes a little more. I do love Josh Allen. I've never had anything negative to say about that kid. I love watching the kid play. Buffalo's right where I thought they'd be anyway. I didn't think they were going to beat the Rams. I did not. I mean, Torch, you got that on wax anyway.
Oh yeah, we got that on wax. Go ahead.
But the Bills are still they're where I thought they were going to be, and they're going to be the team to beat in the AFC East. Are they going to be the team to beat in the whole AFC? That still remains. There are a couple of other teams I think are going to definitely give them a run for their money. But definitely the Kings of the AFC East still. So it wasn't surprising to see the way they played. I will tell you one thing. Jalen Ramsey is complete garbage, absolute trash. The guy hasn't played any kind of sound football since, I think, Jacksonville, to believe it or not. I think the guy's well overpaid, overhyped, and just complete garbage. I mean, Gabe Davis wrecked him. I agree with you, Cam Akers. Looking at him, I think he is done, man. I don't think he's fully recovered with that injury. And I just think he's nothing positive is going to come out of Cam Akers. I think in the future. Henderson is Henderson. He is what he is. But overall, great game, Buffalo. I'm going to give it to you. Again, I'm definitely eating that humble pie. I hate to admit it, but I am. But again, let's not get too excited. It's week 1. It's week 1, and Finn's got New England Patriots today. And even if we do what we're supposed to do and really just trounce the Pats, it's week 1. I'm excited to see what this offense can do. We know what the defense can do, so let's see it.
Well, let's not downplay the fact that it's week 1, because at the end of the year, that game matters. Those 1 wins matter. Those 1 losses matter. You know what I mean? So once those games count, they all matter. So go in, do what you guys got to do. I want to see you beat the shit out of New England too. I want to see everybody beat the shit out of New England. So it doesn't matter who it is. So for today, I'm fins up too, buddy.
Oh, but
I definitely agree with that. I mean, obviously all the games count now, but I'm just saying that as far as when you're seeing teams do what they need to do, it doesn't. Your teams don't really look what they're going to really look like until I think week 3, week 4. Again. Buffalo only has, to go up even more than what they did. There was a lot of mistakes that Buffalo made in that game. I want to ask you guys something as far as the Buffalo game. So, what did you think McDermott said to Cook once that fumble happened? He's like, not here, Rook, right?
Nah, you know what he said? He said, I get it, kid. It's your first game. It's big, high intensity, big pressure. We're going to sit your ass on the bench. All right. Just because it's the first game and it's high intensity, you know what our culture is about. All right? Sit your ass down. Go watch everybody else. And in practice, we're gonna work on you not fumbling the ball. All right. We'll see you at home at Highmark. I'll make sure I'll let you redeem yourself next week, Monday night, when push comes to.
Anyway, because you know what? Out of everybody, the person that feels the worst is Cook. It's his first carry. His heart's beating out of his chest. He's in the NFL. His brother's Delvin Cook. It's prime time, and he miffs it and fumbles the ball. Like, nobody feels worse than that kid does. So he'll get back at it. McDermott will give him a shot at redemption.
I mean, it doesn't really feel that bad when Zach Moss fumbled too. So, I mean, he fumbled too. So there's 2 fumbles there right off the jump. So, I mean,
obviously, other than a lot of the positives that Buffalo did do in that game, you guys as fans, what was your takeaway? As far as what you saw that the Bills need to improve on.
Well, me as a sports fan, as a sports fanatic, I will say that the Bills needed to obviously watch the turnovers. Something that they did watch this week, which I'm very happy for, is the penalties. The Bills had, let's see here, how many penalties did the Bills have in this game?
I think only 5, 4.
Yeah, like 3 or 5. It wasn't that many.
It wasn't that many penalties. I'll tell you that. Well, the Bills had 18 in the 2 home games that they had. They had 18. Okay, 11 and 7. Okay, that's not a lucky number when it comes to penalties. Okay, they only had 3 to 5 penalties in this one, which was good. The turnovers is the only thing I think they need to work on. Well, no, I'm lying. There's one more thing I think they need to work on. But once again, they're playing the Super Bowl champion Rams. Josh Allen, I do not want to see him running the ball 10 times a game. Again.
All right, don't call draw plays up 21 in the third quarter.
I don't think Buffalo fans want to see Josh Allen, go and show the first team.
He's a competitor, though. He's a dog. Josh Allen is a dog. He's a competitor. He's going to go at you. He's not afraid to go at you. You see what he did with the Bobby Wagner touchdown. Again, if y'all didn't see it, I'll play it once again, one more time.
Drafted Josh Allen. They had it completely covered. They did a beautiful job. They got everything. He does the Ben Roethlisberger pump fake not once but twice, and then reaches the ball out from about the 3-yard line to break the play. Nice call by the official.
It's just not who he is. He's just got to protect himself. Josh is going to take that contact every time. Josh is a big man, dude. He's a big guy.
Yes.
He will lay your ass out. So it's in his nature. He's just got to learn to protect himself. But as far as telling him you can't do this or you're not going to, it's not going to happen. It's in his nature. It's his instincts. And I think it takes away a hell of a part of his repertoire if we try to eliminate him running completely. But I agree. Do not call 10 runs for Josh. Don't call his number 10 times just to specifically rush the ball. Let him use it when he needs to escape or extend a play or get a first down. But no, designed runs when we're up by 21 in the 4th and 3rd, absolutely not.
Yeah, I agree with that. But, yeah, hey, man, great job Thursday night. Going to be watching you guys again on Monday night. Tennessee's not as good, I think, as in the past. I think they're going to really be missing A.J. Brown. This is going to be kind of I think, shortened season for Mr. Tannehill. As much as I do like Tannehill, I think we're going to see Willis by week 8, week 9. To be honest, I think Tannehill is going to be kept on a short leash this season, just because Vrabel knows what he's got. And you don't want to expose the rookie too much, but still, if Vrabel can get him in there and allows Tennessee to win some games, then I think that's what Vrabel's going to do, and that's just something that he's learned, being with the Patriots and Belichick as a coach, and they're going to do what's right for the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
You stop Derrick Henry, you beat him. That's it. That's all I got. You stop Derrick Henry, you beat him. We're going to score points against that defense, but that's what it is. But hats off to Mike Vrabel for taking Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry and turning them into a playoff team with basically those two and maybe A.J. Brown the last couple seasons. So he's done a pretty good job, but I agree with you. When's the Tannehill wheels going to fall off? Same thing that Fitzpatrick does. If the season was only 8 weeks long, Ryan Fitzpatrick would be in the Hall of Fame. Just after a certain amount of time, and Tannehill's the same way. He just falls off. So let's see what happens. But you stop Henry, you beat him.
Like you're dirty. Come on, man. Love Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I do too, but you know what I'm talking about. Any team, he's a Hall of Famer for the first 8 weeks, and then he turns back into Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I know. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Well, guys, I continue to watch your show. Torch, I will be talking with you and Marcus on Thursday. But good luck the rest of the season, guys.
Absolutely. We appreciate the call. Thank you very much. All right. With that being said, fourth quarter, I'm gonna let him slide on that. I'm gonna let him slide, Mr. We in the right place. We in the place that they supposed to be in. Sir, you had the Bills 0-1 at week 1. So the Bills are in the place you thought they would be in. You thought that they was losing to the Rams. Nice try, though. I'm going to let that slide. I got to let that slide, Monster. You caught it. I caught it. I'm like, I'm going to let you slide on that one, Jay. You are good because you my bro. You my bro. But
you can't be unprofessional to our viewers, Torch.
Huh?
We can't be unprofessional to our viewers.
Yeah, man. Definitely don't want to be unprofessional. Don't want to embarrass anybody. I'm not embarrassing nobody. It's just fun. We just having fun. Let us have sports talk fun. This year,
I'm not here.
This year, I know. This year is going to be a great year for sports talk, man. And then again, on top of that, this is a year of elevation. I keep saying that. It's a year of elevation, and the Bills look like they're going to elevate this year, definitely, from the 11-6 season that they had last year in the regular season. Looks like it off of week 1. It's looking like it. By the way, to continue fourth quarter scoring, here's another one. And another one.
Something amazing is about to happen.
Help by the inside safety and just simply let Diggs go right by him. I don't know if he was trying to guess that he was going to stop and come back to the boundary, but that was no contest. And there was only a handful of quarterbacks.
Once again, putting garbage dumpster juice.
There's only one quarterback that makes that throw in the NFL. There's only one quarterback that makes that throw. He jumped in the air and threw it 50 yards. He jumped in the air and threw it 50 yards. Like, it's ridiculous. Ramsey looked like he thought he had help over the top on that play. He did not. He did not.
He's a bum. He let him go by him. I tell you that zone corner scheme crap does not work with the elite receivers. I keep saying that for God's sake. You can't keep doing that, especially against receivers who run great routes, number one. Number two, who are quick and have great football IQ, i.e. Stephon Diggs, i.e. Devontae Adams.
Play that clip again, Torch. Play that clip again.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll play it one more time for you.
Something amazing is about to happen.
Help by the inside safety and just simply let Diggs go right by him. I don't know if he was trying to guess that he was going to stop and come back to the boundary, but that was no contest. And there's only a handful of quarterbacks.
Now, if you notice on that throw, it takes Diggs 3 strides to get to full speed. That's it. Okay? 3 strides. All right? Ramsey backpedals 4 times. By the time he's at him, Ramsey's not even turned around. Diggs is gone on that play either way, whether he's got help or not over the top. And that's the problem. He's flat-footed. You got caught flat-footed. Diggs is at full speed at 3 strides, and you're still backpedaling. You got to be turned around by them, buddy. You figure a great corner would know that. Like, that's just bad technique. Like, you're playing Diggs. Diggs is fast. He's going to be at full speed in 3 strides. You can't backpedal 4 strides.
Best corner in the league. They got the best corner in the league. Listen, they got a new position in football. It's called GB, the garbage back. Garbage back. Because that's what he is, pretty much. Garbage back. He's been garbage back. Yo, y'all been giving him way too much credit. I'm sorry. I've been one who's always said Jalen Ramsey wasn't their number one corner. I've always said that. You can go on other shows and people debate me for it. I don't care. Zone corners to me do not get the same respect as man corners who trail and follow receivers. I'm sorry. You just don't. You ain't getting the same respect. You ain't Deion Sanders. Okay? Yep. You're not Deion Sanders. You're not following the receiver. You're not matter of fact, this is gonna blow their mind, but he ain't Jaire Alexander either. Alexander follows his corners. Sorry. He's the best in the league to me. Trey White was one of the best when he was in full health. Trey White was one of the best corners in the league. Follows his corners. Sorry, that's just me. I don't care what nobody else thinks. I mean, you could call me if you want to debate me on it, but I don't think that's going to be much of a debate. You saw what Stephon Diggs did to him. See ya. And then you knew what this was.
If you could be a fly on the wall at what Diggs said to him when he popped up, man, I want to know what he said to him.
Blew the top off. That's what he was saying. The top off, boy. You was talking big stuff before the game, though. Remember, calling him out. Oh yeah, we believe in what we do over here in LA. Well, it was a 187. It was a 187.
Put a crack in your mouth.
Anyway, all right. So obviously, that's all the scoring. 31-10 was the score. I'll break down some of these stats for those who don't know them. 26-31, Josh Allen, 297 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Sacked twice, had a quarterback rating of 90, though. 89.9 is 90. Okay? It's 90. Why didn't he have 300 yards? Because he needed only 297.
Hey, you didn't even need that.
What you want me to tell you?
You could have threw a buck 60 and we would have won.
Right. Josh Allen also had 56 yards rushing on 10 carries and a touchdown. Obviously, you saw him and Wagner went at it. You know who won that battle. Devin Singletary, 8 carries, 48 yards, 6 yards a clip. I am tired of y'all disrespecting Devin Singletary, my man who was on the joint last year. I'm tired of y'all disrespecting him. He puts these numbers up every single game, damn near. When he gets his touches, he's got 6 yards a carry. He's never going to be that 1,000, 1,500-yard back. He's never going to be that guy unless he goes to another team and they decide to be stupid and use him like that. But he's never going to be that guy who's going to give you 130 yards a game rushing, because that's not what the Bills' offensive system is even predicated on. They have a 3-back system, folks. He's not a workhorse back either, but he's damn sure will give you 6 yards a clip. And he's been doing it season after season after season. Put some respect on my man Devin Singletary's name, or I'm going to see him Monday night. And I'm going to tell him, I'm going to get a clip of him saying, put some respect on my name. Literally. All right. Now, Zach Moss, 6 carries, 15 yards. Okay, Zach. All right, Zach. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He had one nice run, but I'm going to say okay because you fumbled the football too. All right. James Cook, we know what happened with his 2-yard run, fumbled the ball. We'll see him next week. Speaking of the receiving core, Gabe Davis. We ain't even mentioned him yet. We've been on the show. Yo, how do you go on the show and be able to mention, have a whole show, 44 minutes literally into the show, we're just now mentioning Gabe Davis? I wonder how you do that. Oh, that's right. It's called being able to talk sports. That's how you do it. Being able to talk sports. 44 minutes.
Incredibly deep team.
Right. Incredibly deep. 4 catches, 88 yards. Gabe Davis is up and coming, by the way. For those who keep sleeping on Gabe Davis, Oh, is he really going to be a number 2? Is he really going to be successful? Okay. Well,
just keep watching.
Right. Perfect. Stephon Diggs had 8 catches, 122 yards, and a touchdown. Obviously, those two broke open big gains in this one. Longest catch for Stephon Diggs, the touchdown. You saw it, 53 yards. And Gabe Davis, 47 yards. He had a 47-yard catch, including the 26-yard touchdown that he caught too. Jamison Crowder, 3 catches, 28 yards. Zach Moss, 6 catches, 21 yards. Good game out the backfield. I thought they was using James Cook for that. Maybe not. We talked about Isaiah McKenzie earlier. Devin Singletary, obviously, 2 catches, 14 yards. And Dawson Knox had 1 catch, 5 yards. They didn't even have Dawson Knox. They didn't even use Dawson Knox like that in this game. And they still, Dawson Knox getting paid big bucks, and he only got to catch 1 pass, 5 yards, and you blow out the Super Bowl champs by 21, and it could have been 31-41.
My question is that was that by design? You think Dawson Knox's headspace is okay after the tragedy yet? You think that might be a little bit of it? Maybe that's
a good question, and my answer is going to be no. Dawson Knox still looks like he's a little. I mean, when you looked at him in the game, pulled off his helmet a couple times. I've seen Dawson Knox up close. Okay, I know game-ready Dawson Knox compared to what I saw on Thursday night, and you can tell that there's still some, as expected. I mean, you'd be a little emotional too. Yeah. Week 1 on the road, LA, you just lost loved one. You're gonna be a little emotional. So I don't want to hear no Dawson Knox criticism. Oh, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because some of y'all is anal retentive. Some of y'all over critical or excessive about some stuff. And I'm not saying this Bills Mafia. I'm talking about people in general.
Right. Well, back to Gabe Davis arriving. All right. His last 3 games, Gabe Davis, 14 receptions, 330 yards, and 6 touchdowns in his last 3 games. All right. 330 yards, 14 receptions, 6 touchdowns. Gabe Davis is arriving now. Like his playing's here.
But Gabe only had 300 and some yards last year. He only had 31 catches last year.
Why are you worried about last year? That shit's over with.
I'm telling you, this is just some of the stuff I hear, and I'm just like, okay. Listen, Gabe Davis last year wasn't even fully healthy last year in the beginning of the year. They, by design, had Gabe Davis come into games late to see what he was about. Late. Remember, they had Emmanuel Sanders, Stephon Diggs. They had Cole Beasley. Yep. How much did you think Gabe Davis was going to play last year with that, including Dawson Knox? How much did you think he was going to play? Anyway, regardless, you saw what he did in the playoff game. 4 touchdowns, 201 yards. To me, explains enough. I don't know.
Let me read you Gabe Davis's last 11 catches. All right, 18-yard touchdown, 75-yard touchdown, 17-yard first down, 27-yard touchdown, 28-yard first down, 12-yard first down, 19-yard first down, 26-yard first down, a 5-yarder, a 10-yard first down, and a 47-yard first down.
Wouldn't that 26-yarder be a touchdown?
Yeah, the 26-yarder was a touchdown.
Okay. Yeah.
It's production. Like, it's there. It's on paper. Like, that's what he's doing.
Literally. Okay. Not a paper champ. He's literally out there putting it together. With that being said, let's talk about this defense. We talked about the offense. Obviously, we know about the Bills scoring. Defense, your stars for this game defensively.
Jordan Phillips just he's a problem. He's what we missed last year. All right. For all the people, all right, listen, Jordan Phillips never wanted to leave. I said it 3 years ago or whatever he left. Jordan Phillips didn't want to go. It was a money decision. All right. So what happened is Big Baller Bean took him into the office and said, listen, go somewhere, get your bag, and then when we free up some cap space, we're going to bring you back. He told the same thing to Shaq Lawson because Shaq Lawson didn't want to leave. All right. And you see the player that played here as opposed to the dude in Arizona. Like, Phillips is a good player, but his heart wasn't in Arizona. He didn't want to go to bat and go to war with Arizona. He wanted to be in Buffalo. And you see it now that he's back in his play. Jordan Phillips is a problem. All right. And he's going to continue to be a problem. So that's my all-star or whatever, all-star for the game, or my defensive player. He disrupts. I could pick Von Miller and I could pick this, but that's the easy ones. You know what I'm saying? But Jordan Phillips all year is going to be a problem, the same way he was with Leslie Frazier's defense the first run.
Monster, you couldn't have said that no better. In fact, I'm going to add on to that. For those who keep trying to make it seem like, oh, well, you know, and I got to use this hyperbole. Von Miller was only successful because of Aaron Donald. Well, that's BS. I think we got that out the way now. I think we understand Von Miller is Von Miller. Put some respect on his name, right? The same way you should put respect on Von Miller's name is the same way you should put respect on Jordan Phillips' name when it comes down to him being in a Leslie Frazier type of defensive scheme in a defensive system as such, okay? We literally have seen that the only time Jordan Phillips has been successful is when he was with Leslie Frazier. Go look at his career, and you will see it. Miami. What did he do in Miami? We ain't going to go there with his 4 sacks in 3 seasons in Miami, okay? All right. What does he do when he comes to Buffalo? Oh, that's right. Puts up 9.5 sacks. Oh, and by the way, Buffalo was number 2 in points given up that year in 2019, number 4 in passing given up that year, number 6 in first downs given up that year, number 3 in total defense that year. Oh, and by the way, the list could keep going and going as far as that defense. So Monster says, yeah, Brandon Bean pulled him, said, get your bag. No, you know what that conversation really was? I'm sorry, my brother, we don't have the bag for you. This is a major mistake on my end. But when I clear this mistake up on my end, I'm going to make sure that I make it right. Boom. What did he do? Go back and go get Jordan Phillips. Because guess what? The proof is in the pudding. Buffalo Bills, top 10 in every statistical category on defense in 2019. What do you do? Go get Shaq Lawson. Go get Jordan Phillips. And what does he do? Just produce against the world champs. Put some respect on Jordan Phillips' name. I told y'all this years ago. Oh, well, it was 3 years ago. It's the same system, sir, including Von Miller, including Greg Rousseau, including Boogie Basham, including Tim Settle, including
Ed Oliver,
including, the inclusions can continue. I can keep going. By the way, read my article that I just wrote about will the Bills be an elite pass rushing team this year. The article is literally called "The Bills Pass Rush Makes Them Want to Shout." Literally, it's literally called that. Make sure you go read it. It's coming up real soon.
I want to get everybody's opinion on just exactly what in the hell Von Miller's haircut is. So I got a couple theories. All right, did you see it, Torch?
Mm-hmm.
Von Miller's haircut?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's my theory. It's a triangle. So I'm thinking it could symbolize 3 rings. The 3 tips for the 3 rings if he gets one here in Buffalo. Okay, that's my first theory. Second theory is it's a piece because he feels like he's the missing piece to the puzzle. So it could be a piece, or it could be just a random-ass triangle for no reason that don't mean nothing.
Nope. You know what people was trying to say it meant? That it was Illuminati triangle. Stop the cap right now. Why do y'all always gotta over excessive? Once again, over excessive. Also, so let me guess. Here comes the BS. The story will be Von Miller all of a sudden comes out with an Illuminati on the back of his neck and the Bills win the Super Bowl. That's going to be, I'm telling you, watch. I'm calling it now. Before it even happens, you're going to see a story come out with that.
But if Von Miller was in the Illuminati, the number one point of the Illuminati is to not let people know that you're in the fucking Illuminati. So why would he advertise it on the back of his fucking head?
So I won't
You know
get
what I'm
into that.
saying?
But I'm
Support
telling
the
you right now,
Illuminati. You're not supposed to tell people you're in the Illuminati.
that's going to be a conversation. Watch. I'm telling you, that's going to be somebody's story. Somebody's going
It
to have
will.
a conspiracy theory story on why the Bills won the Super Bowl. If they win it this year.
Right.
Watch. Just watch. It's coming.
I
Now,
know. It'll be a Joe Rogan article or something.
somebody. It'll be somebody. Somebody will be stupid enough to do it. All right. Listen, the Bills had 7 sacks week 1. Week 1, 7 sacks on Matthew Stafford and the world champion Rams, right? The Bills had 42 sacks in total last year. Do you think the Bills are going to beat that 42 sack total? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a safe bet. If they continue.
Yeah. Epinesa had a sack and a half. Jordan Phillips had a sack and a half. Rousseau had a sack. 2 sacks by Von Miller in this game. Okay, that's 7. All right. I didn't
Can we
mention
get rid of the half a sack. Can we get rid of that the half a sack?
They're never going to get rid of that. As much as we want them to, they ain't. That's just like a sack is a TFL in the NFL, but it's not in college football.
Right.
Yeah, they're not going to get rid of that. So
I got a half a sack for him.
All right. With that being said, they also had 3 interceptions in this game. Buffalo also got 3 interceptions. Josh might have threw 2 interceptions, and they might have fumbled 2, but the Bills got 3 interceptions. Dane Jackson, Jordan Poyer, Boogie Basham, all interceptions. Your thought on the secondary play in this game, and then we'll talk about Tennessee coming up.
It's just scary to think about throwing Trey White, a healthy Trey White, back into the mix with these dudes. Like, you couldn't tell that we had Dane Jackson and rookie Kyer Elam as our starting corners in that game. You couldn't. Yeah, I mean, say what you want to say about Cooper Kupp, but like I said, Cooper Kupp's a route technician. He's going to get his 10 yards. He's going to get his 8 yards. He runs good routes. He knows how to get open. So you can't say, oh, Cooper Kupp torched you. Cooper Kupp does that to every team. That's what he does. That's why he's Cooper Kupp. You know what I mean? But in the grand overall scheme of things, he wasn't a factor in the game at all. He wasn't a factor in the game at all. You know what I mean? So the fact that we did what we did and we were just ball hawks, just Jordan Poyer, that's what he does. That's who he is. That's why he's one of the best safeties in the league. You know what I mean? But to see Jackson get in there and get one, like I said, nobody gave our secondary credit for this game. Nobody thought we had a chance against the Rams because of our secondary.
Put some respect on Micah Hyde's name, too.
Yes, sir.
Because last I checked, Allen Robinson's side was quiet as a mouse. Church mouse in that one.
We saw the routes he was running.
Yo, you sent me that video, right? You sent me the video? Yo,
yep.
I might even, you know what? I'm gonna save it for Monday.
If you own Allen Robinson in fantasy, don't watch this video if he finds it. You're gonna be mad as shit if you watch this video and you own Allen Robinson in fantasy. Not good at all. Matter of fact, hold up. See, I love doing this for the people, and this is gonna look bad, but I don't care. Where is you sent it to? Let me see. Let me make sure. Yep. No, you sent me one to Cam Akers. Oh, yes, here it is. Poop. Right here. Yep. Let's see here. Let's see if I could actually get this play. I probably will too, because this is just hilarious at this point. Monster, talk about Tennessee real quick while I get this pulled up. I gotta pull this. Got to. We know what they're bringing. It's not going to be a surprise. It's not going to be trick plays. They're going to ram Derrick Henry down our throat 30 to 40 times a game. Can we stop them? That's the question. That's the big question. It's always been a question with our defense. Can we stop power run? That was one of our weaknesses. One of very few, but that was one of our weaknesses. Can we stop the power running teams? You're not going to get more of a power running team than the Tennessee Titans and Derrick Henry. You contain Derrick Henry. You slow Derrick Henry down. You beat him. It's easy. Our offense is not going to have a problem with their defense. We're going to put up points. We're going to put up points against every team in the league. But you stop Henry, you beat the Titans. Simple. There is no A.J. Brown. There's no pass threat. They have the same problem that the Rams have. They have nobody that can take you over the top. That's it. You can't stretch the field. You load that box, you shut Henry down. It sounds simple, but it sure as hell isn't.
Nah, hell no. It definitely ain't simple.
No.
Oh, and that reminds me, the last time that the Buffalo Bills literally was able to stop Derrick Henry, Jordan Phillips was playing.
Yeah. Guess who playing again Monday night? Jordan Phillips.
Jordan Phillips. Right. Jordan. Shaq. Shaq should be back.
So yo, while you find this clip, are you finding it?
Oh yeah, I already put it on my thing. I'm about 5. Give me like 30 seconds and I have it. I'll have it right up.
So funny thing is, as my son Lincoln, as Lincoln was ending the school year last year, there was a guy that came up to me when I was picking him up in his school. I was inside the building. I was picking him up from the office. And he's like, hey, he's like, I watch your show. He's like, I like what you do. I was like, how you doing? I was like, he's like, I'm Mr. Brown. So I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, Rise Up Family and all that stuff. He's like, I love you and Torch. And I was like, oh, man, I appreciate it. So as the show started today, Torch, the Mr. Brown that I met at his school, that works at his school, that's a guy who did our fucking intro. Lincoln comes out and he goes, that's Mr. Brown's song from my school. So the same dude that I met, that's a dude that does our intro song. He just put it together for me. He just came out and he's like, that's Mr. Brown's song. So I was like, all right, the Mr. Brown that I met the dude that did our song.
That's what's up.
He works at Lincoln School.
That's good. Listen, we can appreciate people who support genuinely. It's a lot of people. That's a lot of people who watch the show, and then there's some people who watch the show, but then try to do things to hate on the show because the show is the show. Because nobody can ever do things together anymore. It's always everybody for self, which I think is kind of stupid. But hey,
yeah, but it's kind of the way that it's kind of the way that society's making it.
Yeah,
it's kind of the way society's making it. It's making it where you can't jump out with somebody else. You can't go on other people's platforms. Like it's getting to a point now where it's just you might as well do stuff by yourself because it's ass. Like society now. Like when we started this on Facebook years ago, when I started doing my thing, it was a completely different community. Like you could say what you wanted to say, you could be free, you could have a good time. People didn't get offended by things, and you just had a good time. Now it's just like everybody's in your show just waiting for you to say something that they can pick apart or have a debate or an argument with you about. Like it's just nobody's there to have fun or be entertained anymore. Everybody's got to try to make a point or this, that, and the other thing, and it's just it's ass. It really is. Like, think about it.
It is.
I've been invited on Built in Buffalo podcast. I've been invited back on Buffalo Fanatics podcast, and I don't do them. I say no. And it's not because of these podcasts. It's because if I go on your platform, I'm responsible now for your fans. So if I say something that your fans don't like, I just cost you fans. Me personally, I don't care. But I'm not going to come on your platform and offend somebody, and then you lose fans for having me on. That's the way society's getting nowadays. Like you can't enjoy other people's platforms because you may cost them views or somebody might get upset. And like I said, I personally don't care, but I don't want to come on your show and be real and be 100% like I am, because down the line, I'm going to cost you viewers because somebody's not going to agree with what I have to say. You see what I'm saying, Torch? So it's kind of like they're just forcing people back into a box.
Yeah. I ignore all that. Be you. Here's this route tree though. I gotta get to the route tree situation. With,
Allen Robinson fantasy owners, do not watch this clip. If you wonder why Allen Robinson didn't get you any fantasy points,
well, here it is, right here. This is why Allen Robinson will not get you a whole lot this season. Get ready.
Oh, that was a great route. Ready? Another great route by Allen Robinson. Another great route by Allen Robinson. Like, they targeted him once. Like, was he even really playing? That's so ridiculous.
He'll stop again.
Like 60% of his offensive snaps, he didn't run a route. Like he took 4 steps and just stopped. Like he wasn't involved in the offense. They didn't really target him. Like, were you a distraction? Like you're Allen Robinson. We're not really worried about you to begin with. But like the fact that you're using him kind of like a decoy is stupid. Yeah, buddy. Just bad.
That right there, he's open. And they still didn't throw it to him.
They didn't look at him. But yeah, all you fantasy owners, that's how they used Allen Robinson in week 1. That's why he didn't get any points. So I doubt you started him, but I'm sure somebody played him in the flex.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Whoops.
Yeah, have fun with that. Yeah.
I wouldn't start him week 2.
Oops. Oops, berries. Oops, berries. Oops, berries. Yeah. With that being said, been a lot of fun. Go enjoy Sunday. Go enjoy Sunday football. Oh, by the way, Titans, Bills, predictions right now. Should we do it right now or wait till next week? Should we do it now? Wait till next week. See what happens next week. See who's going to be on the injury list next week, baby.
Yeah,
I'm saving my prediction.
I'm
saving my prediction.
You don't need it.
I'll see y'all next week. But yeah, I ain't doing it right now. By the way, go enjoy football. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. All right. We're about, 30 minutes away. All right.
Big matchups. Baker going to kick Cleveland's ass. You know what I'm saying? You got Russell Wilson going against Seattle week 1. A lot of matchups.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I want to see, you know what I'm interested? I'm actually interested to see these Eagles that's supposed to be so great this year. I'm interested to watch this.
We'll see if Hurts is that guy.
All right. With that being said, it hurts to be LA right now. Buffalo Bills 1-0, 31-10 beat down. See y'all next week. Give y'all some more on Bills Titans coming up. Peace. See ya.
Yeah. It's the mafia. Yeah. It's a Bill City. Yeah. A Buffalo Bill City. It's a Bill City. Yeah. It's a Bill City. Yeah. A Buffalo Bill City. Yeah. We got